Hi, I'm Rona Kelly, and you're watching Roots Tuesday. Hush, little baby, don't you cry. You know your mama was born to die. All my trials, Lord, soon be over. The river of Jordan is muddy and cold. It chills the body, but not the soul. All my trials, Lord, soon be over. I got a little book was given to me, and every page spells liberty. All my trials, Lord, soon be over. Too late, my brothers, too late, but never mind. All my trials, Lord, soon be over. If religion were a thing that money could buy, you know the rich would live and the poor would die. All my trials, Lord, soon be over. There grows a tree in paradise, and the pilgrims call it the tree of life. All my trials, Lord, soon be over. Too late, my brothers, too late, but never mind. All my trials, Lord, soon be over. All my trials, Lord, soon be over. Okay, so the information behind this song is pretty straightforward. There's not a whole lot to it, at least from what I've found. It's originally was a Bahamian lullaby, and some people think that it's kind of unusual that a mother would be comforting her child and saying, "You know, your mama was born to die, but it's okay because all my trials will soon be over." But I think that death is a part of life, and I think especially at the time that this song was probably written, it probably was even more so, and at younger ages. And I think folk music, one of the big things that it does is it does talk about the big parts of life that none of us are left unaffected by. Obviously, death is something that touches all of us, and everyone dies. Everyone knows someone who dies. So I don't think that it's all that unusual that a mother would be singing that to her child. And also, I think it was a way of teaching about heaven and about paradise, because obviously that's a really main theme throughout the song. The song was used later in the 60s during the Civil Rights Movement, kind of as a protest song, but also just kind of as a song to keep up morale, that things would get better and that their trials would be over. So I think for that reason it's a really neat song, and I like it a lot. Like all of the songs that I've been singing, this one's been covered by tons and tons of people. My personal favorite version was by Nick and Gabrielle Drake. There's a recording called Family Tree, and it's kind of rarities that Nick Drake recorded at home. Some feature his sister Gabrielle, some feature his mother. And I think it's a really neat recording, and I'm just kind of a Nick Drake fanatic anyways, so I'm just a little partial to it myself. So anyways, check out that version if you like. The Kingston Trio does a version that they call All My Sorrows instead of All My Trials, so if you happen to come across that one, that's the same song, and if you want to look for some more versions of it, maybe Google All My Sorrows instead of All My Trials. So I guess that's about it about the song. You may notice today I was playing a ukulele instead of my usual guitar. I'm not by any means a skilled ukulele player. I'm not really a skilled guitar player either, per se. But that is kind of my main instrument. This particular one is called a fluke, as you can see inside there. And it's square instead of the normal rounded one. And this one is borrowed from my friend Steven. So don't try to learn the ukulele by watching me, but if you do want to learn to play the ukulele, as a lot of people do, it's become quite popular recently with people like Amanda Palmer making albums with just the ukulele. So if you do want to learn and you want to see videos of somebody who knows what they're doing on the ukulele, you should visit the website ukuleletricks.com, and you can get lessons there, and I think there's a book that you can buy. And you can learn different songs and different strumming patterns and picking patterns, and you can even figure out what's the best ukulele you can get for your money. So it's a pretty cool site, worth checking out. So if you're interested in the ukulele, I would definitely recommend that. Anyhow, I think that's all that I have for this week. So stay tuned and be back next week for another Roots Tuesday.